Welcome to the Substance Use Collection. In this collection, we will explore a variety of images created by Scottish AIDS Monitor and Crew 2000, Scotland. Annotations include an audio description of each image. This first image appeared as part of Scottish AIDS Monitor's Take Care campaign in the early 1990s. The image displays hands stretching a condom, a palm full of pills, and someone drinking a beer bottle. The image title reads, "Drug Mood, Sex Mood." The text continues, "Take care with alcohol and other drugs. They can lower your inhibitions. If you're going to have sex, make it safer. Use a condom. Use your imagination. Sex doesn't just have to be penetration." The following two images, created and distributed by the Scottish AIDS Monitor and Edinburgh's drug projects in 1986, display a pamphlet about safer substance use and sexual encounters. On the front fold appears in bold letters the following text: "Advice and information for drug users and their sexual partners." This is designed to foreground the acronym AIDS. On the left-hand panel, the pamphlet advises the reader not to share razor blades or toothbrushes. The text continues, "Children can get AIDS from their mothers during pregnancy or birth. If you are at risk from AIDS and want to have children, it is important to get advice from a doctor first." At the bottom of this panel appears the following: "If you have been tested for the AIDS virus and were not infected, you may still become infected unless you follow this advice. If you think you are at risk from AIDS or are already infected, you can help to stop it spreading to others by 1. Safer drug use, 2. Safer sex, 3. Do not donate blood, and 4. Do not carry a kidney or organ donor card." The middle panel contains information on contacting local HIV and AIDS organizations. A red bar appears on the top of the inside of the pamphlet. Safer drug use, safer sex. In the left-hand column, the following text appears: "Drug injectors and others, not just gay men, get AIDS. Drug users tested in a recent survey have been infected by the virus which causes AIDS. They were infected by sharing needles and syringes with other drug users in the same way as drug users get hepatitis. AIDS is also spread sexually. This means from men to women, and women to men. Some people who have had sex with drug users have developed AIDS, even though they have never injected drugs themselves. At the moment, about 1 in 10 people who are infected with the AIDS virus will get AIDS and die. The rest seem to carry the virus without getting AIDS, but these people are still infectious to others. You cannot tell by the way someone looks whether they have the AIDS virus. You can reduce your risk of getting ill with AIDS by following the advice given here." A blue box indicates the following with this text: "You should stop injecting drugs. If necessary, inhale or swallow the drug instead. But if you continue to inject drugs," the blue box leads to a list of 6 ways of participating in safer drug use. First, never share needles and syringes with anyone, however strung out they feel. Second, get and maintain your own clean equipment. Talk to your doctor, he may be able to help you. Third, do not wash out, that is, draw blood into the syringe while injecting drugs. Fourth, don't mix your gear in a spoon used by others. Fifth, get rid of used needles and syringes safely. Bend needles to make sure no one uses them or is stabbed. And finally, don't leave equipment where others, such as younger family members, might use them." In the right-hand column, another blue box appears. If you have been infected with the AIDS virus, this does not necessarily mean you will get AIDS. Many people never get the disease. You can reduce your risk of getting AIDS by following the advice given in this pamphlet, even if you are already infected. Below the box, the text continues. If you are having sex with a drug user, you are at risk of being exposed to the AIDS virus. You can help yourself and your partner by encouraging your partner to stop using drugs and to seek help if necessary. This will reduce your chances of being exposed to the virus. Changes in your sexual habits will also reduce your risk. Avoid anal intercourse. This is dangerous. And always use a sheath and spermicides during intercourse. This will reduce the risk. The remaining images were produced by Crew 2000 Scotland across the 1990s and 2000. In this image, a cartoon character holds candies in their hands. Above their head is the title Jelly Time. In this image, a series of young people stand in a line against a garage door. The banner overhead reads, "The New Drugs Squad." The following cartoon from 1999 displays two cartoon characters smoking and having tea. On the walls, one poster reads, "Crew 2000 now has space to chat." Another poster says E equals question mark. A third poster shows silhouettes facing each other. A fourth poster says take drugs seriously. And the final poster reads, "Some do, some don't, some will, some won't." This image contains the main title, Drugs. The only way to avoid the risks is not to use them. The surrounding text reads, "Practical notes. If you are reading this with a pile of drugs in your pocket, don't take them all at once. Try not to bring more than your own personal use. It's just not worth the risk. Always arrange a meeting time and place with your friends in case you lose them during the night. There is nothing guaranteed to make you paranoid than being stranded hundreds of miles from home in a strange environment. Remember, there is no quality control on drugs, so you never know what you are going to get or what you are taking. Always take time to chill out and allow your body to cool down. Always take plenty of water to avoid dehydration through excessive sweating. Always practice safer sex. On with the DOMs. Never share injecting equipment. If you feel even slightly dodgy, get help and see the confidential medical services immediately. They are there to help. At the bottom of the image appears contact info for Crew 2000. This image is a copy of a newspaper article about Crew 2000. The headline reads, "Every parent dreads the thought that their child might one day use drugs. But the truth is, thousands use drugs the same way as society has used alcohol over the centuries, to get high." Helen Arthur reports on 2 drugs projects which have a realistic approach to young people and drugs. The main text continues. No longer do drug users fit the sad, stereotypical image so often portrayed in the movies. Instead of people with no life, no friends, and no hope for the future, injecting to make life all the more bearable, it's good kids off to a club with few mates who just want to have a good time. In just the same way their parents or other young people drink a few pints after a hard day at the office, today kids think nothing of taking E, otherwise known as ecstasy, on a Saturday night out. But I should add, it's not just kids. It's bank workers, shopkeepers, and the other normal everyday people who turn up at a rave or club looking for a good time. Why is it then there's all this media hype saying drugs kill, to die at local rave? Alcohol abuse kills hundreds of thousands of people each year, more than all the other drugs put together. But have you ever seen the headline, "Close down the off licenses, they're killing us"? More people also die each year of industrial accidents at work. Can you imagine the front page of the paper, "Don't go to work, it kills you"? Underneath the main text appears a box containing information about Crew 2000. It reads, Crew 2000 are a group of young people and others who are into giving out free and confidential information about all sorts of drug use and drug-related problems. They will be opening a shop in the center of Edinburgh in October, and everybody will be welcome. There will be leaflets and more leaflets, computer games and other things about safer drug use, drugs info at the touch of a button, information that goes out as soon as it comes to us. The shop will be open at times that suit everybody. By the end of the year, it will be open Wednesday and Friday afternoons, Thursdays, late night shopping, and Saturdays. The most important aim is to give everybody up-to-date, sound information about drugs. They are into people enjoying the party, enjoying themselves, having a good and safe time. On the right-hand side appear illustrations of a man drinking alcohol and another man smoking a pipe. Next to them appears a quote by Willie McBride. People might think we're condoning drug use if they saw our leaflets, but we're just being realistic. People will always take drugs. They always have. This final image is a black and white comic that displays a man drenched in sweat and smoking. A woman dances with her back turned. The title reads, Temperature Rising, with music notes around it. Dialogue boxes on the right-hand side read, The club was hot, raising Pete's body temperature. Dancing made him hot, raising his body temperature. And one of the effects of taking ecstasy is to raise body temperature. In other words, Pete was too damn hot.